This is all that's left of the Ram 1500. I bought a mini truck. Let's talk about it. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive MT. That's right, the channel, the name, the channel, everything is going to be changing. I bought a mini truck. Now, you might be wondering why. So instead of just jumping right into the new truck, I thought I'd put up a video about why I did what I did and what we're doing going forward. So, indeed, I did trade in the Ram 1500. There's a few reasons why. One, I was kind of trying to figure out what direction I wanted to go with this channel. You know, the full-size truck market has become rather disappointing to me with the introduction of the new Toyota Tundra. You know, my thought all along was to get that new Tundra, put it on the channel, do some mods and things to it when they were available, and kind of see how it was. But I gotta say, that was very disappointing for me. I didn't want the truck, and I couldn't, in all honesty, buy a truck just to put it on the channel and make videos about it. I just couldn't do that. You see, with my channels, and I do have two others, Rob Motive with the Tacoma and Rob Motive JT with the Jeep Gladiator, I actually have to like what I have, right? You're never gonna see me put things on the channels that I don't like, because I really, in all good conscience, can't get on and talk about the good things or about a product that I really don't like. So, the Tundra was out. I bought the Ram because I still had the inkling to stay with full-size trucks, because I do like full-size trucks as far as really just the size of them. They're fun to drive around in. They have good power, at least they used to when we still had the V8. So that's why I got the Ram. But I found the longer I had a full-size truck, the less inclined I was to do anything with it, for a number of reasons. One, I really wasn't planning to keep it for too long. Two, it's very expensive to do mods and things on full-size trucks, right? I mean, they're bigger, everything you do to them is bigger and costs more money. And I didn't want to invest a ton of money into a truck that I knew I wasn't going to have for the long term. So I started looking around, and of course, the Ford Maverick came out. We have the Hyundai Santa Cruz. There are rumors of some others. I'm hoping that Toyota comes out with a mini Tacoma, or at least a mini truck, to add to their fleet. We shall see. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. There are rumors flying around, but you know how that goes. Not everything you see on the internet is true. So I decided to take a leap, to go into something else. I believe that the mini truck market is going to be huge. It's already starting to be huge, I suppose, with the popularity of the Maverick. But you can't buy a Maverick. And you might be asking, well, why didn't you go with the Maverick? Well, you can't buy one. You can't find one. I looked. I checked online. I did some research, and I found that you can't even order one right now. Ford has shut down the ordering process. So you can't get one until, or order one anyway, until sometime towards the end of this year. Now, you could take one out of allocation if you're fortunate enough to find a dealership that actually has anything coming in. Another problem I found, at least in my area. But you're not going to pick one off the lot. They're just not around. They're not available. So I had seen and was aware of the Hyundai Santa Cruz. That truck, and yes, I do believe it's a truck. It has a bed. Anything, in my opinion, that has a bed is a truck. Many are going to argue other ways about it, but that's how I feel. So I was aware of the Santa Cruz. I do like it, and I particularly like the technology that's in it, as well as the way it's laid out, the bed, everything about it. There's going to be an introduction video coming up, probably right after this one, showing you what I got, the pricing, all that stuff. I'll get into the deal that I got, as well as what I got for the Ram and all that stuff later on in upcoming videos. So anyway, I was aware of the Santa Cruz. I started doing some research, and a couple of dealers in my area did have some coming in. So I contacted the first one. I'll tell you real quick. I contacted the first dealership and I thought I had a deal. But then I got a phone call telling me that they weren't willing to sell that truck unless you come in. And they weren't willing to sell it until it was actually on the lot. Their excuse was they wanted to give everybody else a chance to buy the truck. And I'm like, well, that's a bunch of BS. First of all, what they want you to do is come in, sit down. They can try to browbeat you on pricing. You know, the old dealer philosophy. I don't think they know what era they're working in. So I contacted another dealership. That was Bert Ogden Hyundai in my area. Great dealership. I've dealt with them for the Toyotas before. Fantastic dealership. Worked with a fellow over there named Enrique. If you're looking for something, get a hold of him. They actually work the way that I wanted to work, over the phone, through email, text, all that stuff. They were even going to deliver it to me, which Bert Ogden has done with the Toyotas before. I decided to go in and pick it up. But that's how far they would have gone, and that's how it should be in the industry these days. Times have changed. These other dealerships need to take note, I suppose. So anyway, they had one. They actually had 4 or 5 coming in within a probably 3 or 4 week period. So I could take my pick as to what I wanted. Now, I like that because they had a couple of lower trim levels, a couple of mid-trim levels, and then I think one higher trim level. So it really came down to color and trim level for me. I did get what I wanted. I got the right color and I got the right trim level. Again, there'll be a video follow-up to this. I'll go through everything that I got. So I was able to purchase one. It was a nice, smooth transaction. Everything worked out great. I'm happy with the deal. And I will tell you real quick, I did not pay a market adjustment. There was one attached, but I didn't pay it. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of give you guys a brief explanation as to why I did what I did. The channel will be changing. The next video that you see come up will be under the new channel. It is Rob Motive MT, that's Mary Tom, standing, of course, for mini trucks. I think it's going to be fun to play with these. There will be mods and things done. Honestly, I've already started on a couple things. So it should be a fun time. These trucks are a blast. I love the size, the fuel economy, the power. Man, we're going to talk about that. I am pleasantly surprised. If you watch my channels, you know I'm big into off-the-line power acceleration. And man, does this thing have it. It is awesome. Anyway, I hope you guys will stick around. I understand that some people are here for full-size trucks. Some people were here for the Tundra, for the Ram. I know it's a completely different change, or completely different truck, rather, than what was originally on here. But nonetheless, I hope you'll stick around because I think this is the wave of the future. I honestly think that from a consumer standpoint, the full-size trucks are probably going to start to dwindle. They'll still be around for work and things, but I think they're going to start to dwindle. The Toyota Tacoma will be the new full-size truck, and then we'll have the mid-size truck market, which I think will become more popular even than the mid-size truck market is today. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to stick around. I'd be curious, and I understand if you're not, but I really do hope that you will. I appreciate anybody that was here and decided to take off. Thank you very much for the time that you did spend here. Also, real quick, as I mentioned, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about the Toyota Tacoma, and Rob Motive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator, and a little bit of Wrangler content thrown in. Check those out, and if you like them, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there and get ready for exciting things to come on this channel, Rob Motive MT. Bye.